Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It is arguably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. One game remains to crown a champion. It's the AFC champion New England Patriots and the champions of the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks. Around the globe, wherever you are, welcome to America's Great Sports Day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday. Great to share it with you one more time, Greg. What a 2025 season, all the twists, all the turns, and it all culminates tonight here in Santa Clara.
And I think this is a matchup, Mike, that I don't know how many people had on their card just even a couple weeks ago, but you look at the rosters, both sides of the ball, very well balanced, very well coached. So I think the biggest thing each team told us all week was, let's just handle the emotions of the pregame. Let's handle all of the lead up, because once that ball's kicked off, let's just rely on what's gotten us here, and I think we're in for a treat.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Off we go on EA Sports. And the return will bring him to the 28-yard line. That's where the offense will get going for the first time in this one. Drake May, year 3 for the 3rd overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. Runner-up for the league MVP a year ago and the 2nd youngest quarterback to start a Super Bowl.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
A gain of 4 is now 2nd and 6.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 6. From out of the gun, here's May. That'll be caught. It's Travion Henderson. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard. It sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. Throwing on 3rd down is May. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
3rd down is the down that pass rushers live for. More often than not, they know it's a passing situation, and they get to just pin their ears back and go. Here early in this game, they're able to bring down the quarterback, and I got a feeling this won't be the last time.
Behringer's punt is away. Seahawks are led out by Sam Darnold, year 9 out of USC. Of course, what a ride it was last year after all the stops, finally reaching the mountaintop and winning Super Bowl 60.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. Shaheed in motion. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And time runs out there. He just airmails it towards the bench. Incomplete. We sense a little frustration there. It brings up third down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Patriots heading out, and there's a look there. Long-time, multi-time, and successful offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels. Josh made his return to the Patriots a successful one last year, helping to guide the young quarterback Drake May and take them to the AFC Championship. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of
That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17, and a very quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He'll get this ahead for about 3. Julian Love brings him down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's May. He'll step up and run. And he'll go into a slide here that'll mark him just a little short of the first down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Now a 3rd and 2. He'll try to run for it with Henderson. And he will have a Patriots first down by about a yard. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
This drive started to take some nice shape. Another 1st and 10 here. Once more, it's Henderson. They converge on quickly. They'll only get a couple. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Seahawks 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henderson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A pick up there of 19 yards. First down, New England.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Right side, catch made by Dobbs. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 on the Seahawks 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 6. In motion goes Dobbs. On 2nd down, it's May. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
From the gun, on third down, it's May. Sure pass cut by Henry, the tight end. And he'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Stevenson. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Throwing on second down, May. That is caught, and he's in. Kayshon Boutte, touchdown New England. The first touchdown of Super Bowl 60.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Patriots will take a 7-0 lead.
Patriots 7, Seahawks nothing.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense about ready to get going. On their second possession, they'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Cup in motion. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Number 88, A.J. Marner. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. They'll run it out of the gun with Charbonnet. And he nearly got free. But as it is, a gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll go play action with Darnold. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
So, from the 37, here's second down and a yard. On the ground, here is Henderson. Wow, look up, see defender all over him. Stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Third down, 3 to go. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line.
First down, Patriots.
A big play here in the big game. And even 30 yards. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Man in motion, heading left. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here, you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit, because that one went nowhere.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw now, May. Looking middle, and he's got booty. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday. After this, they'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. It's the tight end Henry in motion. On 3rd down, Henderson. And they bring him down at the 23, but that will do just fine. Move the chains. First down picked up.
And I think if they didn't get it there, even with the lead, I think that coach is telling them, hey, this is 4-down territory. But that's all for naught now, because after that good blocking up front, he picks up a fresh set of downs.
It's the tight end Henry in motion. On first down, they go back to Henderson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down, and they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
On 3rd and 2, it's May. That is caught in the end zone. He's got it. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Patriots.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Borregales now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Pats move out on top, 14-0.
Patriots 14, Seahawks nothing.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
The Seahawks take over.
The Seahawks offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. On 1st down, they'll start with Charbonnet. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And you can see really why this offense has leaned on the ground game. I mean, can't you, Mike? I mean, the passing attack really needs somebody to provide a spark because they have not been able to get anything going here before the half.
That's how quick it's Cup on the RPO. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's 3rd and 10.
Here's a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
This is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
And he'll somehow manage to get rid of it. He took a shot, too. The pass falls incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock, catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
A gain of 16 on that pass play. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw again is Darnold. He'll air it out deep. That one underthrown and intercepted. It's the veteran safety, Kevin Byard. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. The Seahawks offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with first and 10. Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll swing this out to Price. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 12.
To throw is Darnold. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
The Seahawks sending out their punt team. That's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Travion Henderson and the rest of this New England offense set for their next possession. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. He'll get about 2. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is May. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Third and short. And here is May. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Sean Booty, the one he was looking for. And now it's 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. Now a run with Charbonnet. And no room to be found. We'll get this back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
See what they have for 2nd and 10. Throwing, Darnold. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Milton Williams gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Shaheed in motion. On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Dixon on. He punts it away. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. Trevion Henderson and the rest of this New England offense set for their next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. On the handoff, Henderson. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. DeMarcus Lawrence, there on the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's May. This one on target, it's Dobbs. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Defense there to contain the scramble. They stop him well short of the 1st down marker.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
And the Patriots ready to kick it away. And great coverage on special teams to mark it down inside the 5-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, Charbonnet. And he's going to be taken down at the 17-yard line. Trying to claw their way back into this one, and that'll help. It's a 1st down.
That's good for a Seahawks.
Well, that run came at the perfect time, Mike. Anytime you find yourself backed up near your own goal line, the goal is to just start with 1 first down. They were able to get it here. Now you give a little breathing room, a little room to operate. Fresh set of downs. Keep this drive alive.
1st down, they'll keep it on the ground, and here's Charbonnet. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That one to Zach Charbonnet. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
12 yards to start the 4th. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Desperation time now set here in the 4th quarter. This is where the urgency of your 2-minute offense is so critical. How many plays can you run and how fast can you run them? Because one score is not going to do it. You're going to have to score and get the ball back and end up going down and punching it in again.
And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. They get 21 on that one. 1st down, Seattle.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
To throw on 1st down is Darnold. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. Just his 1st catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Darnold to throw on 2nd down. And he'll just chuck this one to the sideline. Receiver in the area, so no grounding, but it's 3rd down.
He was defended by Christian.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. This is caught at the 2, and he will score. Game on. Cooper Kupp, touchdown Seattle. Greg They are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision, down 8, going for 2. Darnold to throw again. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. They'll start at the 4. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. Throw on target, it's Booty. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Throwing on second down, May. That's taken in by Brown. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They run straight ahead with Henderson. Nothing. Net at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Stevenson. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. So, a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun, and it's Stevenson. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left.
It's 2nd and 8.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down. They'll go again here with Stevenson. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes remain in Super Bowl 60. We're back to see this one wrap up after this. 3rd and 6. Now they'll pitch it out here. This will not do the trick. They stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and the defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
3rd time out there for the punt team, and the kick's away. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. So now, Darnold and the Seahawks down 14-6, under 1:20 to go. They have to have a touchdown to level the Super Bowl as they come up for 1st down. They'll drop to throw. In the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. And a 1st down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Looking Smith and Jigba's way again, and again a pass. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's another quick 1st down, and that's a 25-yard gain.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And the Patriots have done it. They are once again Super Bowl champions. So this, a well-deserved celebration down on the field. You know, Greg, it wasn't totally mistake-free, but about as solid a performance as you could hope to have on the big stage in the big game.
And to think about all the people that had their hand in this, Mike, of course we see on the field the players, their ability to perform at such a high level goes without say, but then you think of the group around them, the coaching staff, their ability to game plan, and then the front office and the GM who put this roster together. Those are the efforts of a lot of people that went into this Super Bowl victory.